Okay, good morning, everyone. I want to call the Drainage District Board of Directors meeting to order. We'll start with a roll call to establish quorum.
Good morning, David Fuentes, Precinct 1.
Everardo Villarreal, Precinct 3.
Ellie Torres, Precinct 4.
Richard Cortez, County Judge. This constitutes a quorum of 4. Mr. Sassoon, would you please lead us in this morning's prayer?
Certainly will. Good morning, Judge, Commissioners. Good morning, everyone. Let's have a word of prayer this morning. Father God, we continue to ask you to fill our cities, county, state, national political leaders with wisdom, understanding, discernment, knowledge, forgiveness, faithfulness, humility, and dignity. We thank you for the men and women who serve our community in leadership roles and for their families. Continue to grant them peace when their work takes them away from their families. Continue to pray for our judge and 4 commissioners you've appointed to lead this great county of ours. We pray for our mayor, school board members, city councils, police chiefs, district attorney, sheriff, judges, and all who serve our local communities. Grant them abundant wisdom, favor, increase their faith, and prepare them to pursue your excellence. Strengthen them with integrity and character to act righteously. Draw them to you and cause them to know and fulfill your purposes. Continue to place people in their paths that will provide scriptural, sound, and godly counsel, for without your counsel, their plans will go awry. Provide them daily reminders of what they decided to dedicate their lives to public service, Father God, and use that commitment to encourage them. Deal with our leaders about keeping their hearts and motives pure. We ask you to make their hearts pliable, willing, and obedient to your will. Cause each of their lives to glorify your name. Lord, we believe that you are the source of all goodness. We know that your goodness is both a challenge and a promise. We trust that your goodness will envelop us if we allow ourselves to be found in you. We love you, for we know you want to fight the battle against evil for our sake. Lord, we know that you are more powerful than evil. Help us not to be afraid of the battle against evil. Help us to face up to evil in our lives, encouraged by your friendship and strength. In your name, Lord, we walk with confidence. Scripture reminds us the more we seek you, the more we will find you. May we continue to seek you in everything we do, and we always work as working for you. We ask all in the Son Jesus' name. Amen.
Thank you, Raul. We have somebody signed up for open forum.
I'm not sure. Do we have? No?
No, sir, not under
Drainage
Drainage
District?
District.
No.
All right, then we have the approval of consent agenda.
Yes, sir, Judge. Consent agenda. We have the approval check register, general operations. Everything that's on the consent has been vetted by the HCD1 team. It's in order, sir.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Item 5A.
Yes, sir. 5A, requesting approval to submit an application to Texas Water Development Board for second planning cycle of regional floodplain, Region 15, approval general manager or designee to execute application, and all subsequent forms.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you. 5B.
Judge, real quick, just thank you guys very much.
Yes, sir.
Region 15, the first flood planning group ever
Yes,
in
sir.
the state of Texas. Y'all did a great job on the administration side of it. Looking forward to this next cycle. Thank y'all very much.
We appreciate that. Jaime Salazar, my chief of staff, actually managed all that with Ms. Nora Cavazos, my executive assistant, and other team members of the Drainage District. So they did a great job. Appreciate that, Commissioner. Thank you. Item 5B, requesting approval of memorandum of understanding by and between Dow County Drainage District 1, Dow County Urban County Program, and the City of La Villa as it relates to East Lateral Northern Weir Project 2019 CDBG DR infrastructure competition.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you. 5C1, requesting approval of submit a joint request with Dow County for fiscal year 25 community project funding, CFP, for the West Main Drain Expansion Project, subject to final legal review.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Items 5C2, requesting approval of resolution in support of joint request by Hidalgo County and Hidalgo County District Number 1, fiscal year 25 community project funding for the West Main Drain Expansion Project, subject to final legal review.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you. 5D1, presentation of scoring grid for the purpose of ranking by the Board of Directors of the graded and evaluated firms submitted in response to RFP number ACDD1 2307600124 ESZ, ACDD1 Complex M&O Training Facility, NM Contracting LLC, score 99.33, Econ Enriquez Construction LLC, 8891, RG Enterprises LLC, 8680, Trigen Construction LLC, 8363, Sosa Gonzalez Construction, 8035, and Holchimon LTP, 7347. Will the board wish to rank as stated?
The highest rank is that a new company or is that? an
I believe they've
established-
done work in other areas in the county. They haven't worked for the Drainage District, but our B2Z project manager is familiar with their work. I believe one of their lead project managers used to work for another construction company, and now he's leading their efforts there. Based on that
So
recommendation.
there's a lot of disparity, it had to be priced?
Yes, sir. And Mr. Salazar was part of the evaluation committee, and they took into account experience, took into account cost, which is one of the things the Drainage District closely looks at as well. The investment that we're making, I think, you know, it also needs to be evaluated, and other factors involved, and that's how the ranking came in, sir.
Okay,
Good question, sir.
Motion to
Any other
approve.
questions?
Second.
all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you. 5D2, pursuant to the board approvals, requesting authority to Alcoa District 1 negotiate a construction contract with the number one ranked firm of NM Contracting LLC for construction services for ACD 1 Complex M&O Training Facility.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries.
Mr. Sissin, my apologies. Mr. Sissin, Judge Commissioners, for the record, Commissioner Villarreal will be abstaining from the next action items, 5E, 1, 2, and 3 of the Drainage District.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Ivan. E1, requesting approval of final negotiated professional engineering service agreement, RRP Consulting Engineers LLC, as it relates to the project Rainbow Drain Outfall System. Action taken by and through the Board of Directors, authorizing a novation agreement through agenda item number 92181 on 8/22/23, subject to final legal review.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries. Let the
E2.
record show that Commissioner Villarreal abstained or from any discussion or action on this item.
Yes, sir. E2, pursuant to the board's approval of the professional engineering service agreement with RRP Consulting Engineers LLC, requesting approval of work session number 1 in the amount $139,538 to provide professional engineering service for Rainbow Drain Outfall System, subject to final review. Contract number CXTD 124-012-0220.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Let the record show Commissioner Villarreal abstained from any discussion or action on this item.
Yes, sir. E3, requesting approval of work session number 2 in the amount of $1,721,526 to provide ASA feasibility study for Rainbow Drain Outfall System, subject to final legal review.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Just
Let the
before-
record show the Commissioner Cantu abstained from any action or discussion on this item.
Thank you. Just want to make sure that all the previous concerns about the
Yes, sir.
percentages and.
Everything's
work-
been addressed, sir. This is a level of effort
Deliverables.
contract, and this is something that they've been ongoing. They've been carrying a lot of this, especially the ASA. We've been meeting with the Army Corps and everyone to keep it going, and they've been sitting at the table. They haven't sat back. They've been pushing forward. This is going to be a level of effort contract for the next phase of the Rainbow Drain, which is the Willacy component. So it will be based on actual plant production, not necessarily a construction cost.
Does this include all the WERDA requirements?
Everything is going to be in place, yes, sir, and that's part of the ASA requirement to make sure that we are targeted to be in WERDA so we can go seek funding once we get that approval from the ASA's office.
Just want to make sure we addressed all those issues.
Yes, sir,
Thank
they
you.
have been addressed.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. Item F1, requesting exemption from bidding requirements on Texas Logan Code 262-024A4 for professional engineering services.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
E2, requesting authority to Hidalgo County District 1 negotiate professional engineering service agreement with Half Associates, Inc., engineering from the district pre-approved pool of pre-qualified professional engineers as approved by the Board of Directors on March 7, 2023, as it relates to the update of the Hidalgo County District 1 Hazard Mitigation Action Plan.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you. G, requesting authority to advertise and approve the request for proposals, RFP packet to establish a pre-qualified pool of title company service for Hidalgo County District 1 and project on an as-needed basis. RFP number ACD 124-0040313MDB.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Item H, requesting authority to advertise and the approval of request for qualifications packet, including qualifications, requirements, and scope of services to establish a pre-qualified pool of professional service for Hidalgo County District 1 on an as-needed basis. H1, professional engineering service, RFQ number ACD 124-0010313JS, and H2, professional surveying services, RFQ number ACD 124-0020313ESZ.
Motion Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you. 6A, if I may, Judge, I'll cover those.
All the way down.
Yes, sir. Request approval of closing documents for parcel 23-1 as relates to project 23 of 2018 Drainage Bond Program, Mile 11 North and Texas Boulevard Project, authority of Chairman of the Board to execute documents. 6B, acceptance and approval work session number 9 to provide construction material testing in the amount of $19,695.81 and submitted to BDC Engineering LLC for 4.5 mile north road and North Dauphin Road, 2018 Bond Referendum Project number 3, contract number CACD1 23-036-0725. 6C, 1, requesting approval to accept bids and award a construction contract to the lowest most responsive bidder, Moreville LLC, in the amount of $962,884.10 for the project at 4 Mile Road and Minnesota Road Drainage Improvement 2018 Bond Referendum Project number 4, RFP number ACD1 230490 822 as recommended project engineer, Isaguirre Engineering Group LLC, subject to final review and compliance, House Bill 1295. Item 6C2, pursuant to Texas Local Code 262031B, requesting authority and approval of Drainage District General Manager to execute change orders that involve an increase or decrease of cost of $50,000 or less in no event to exceed change order statutory limits. The original contract may not be decreased by 18% or more without the consent of the contractor. 6D1, approval application pen number 8, the amount of $21,600, RB contractor change construction contract CCD1 22051017. Item D2, approval application pen number 7 in the amount of $96,734.89 for Moreville LLC, pertaining to construction contract CCD1 21054128. Item D3, approval application payment number 15 in the amount of $172,890 from Gonzalez Engineering construction contract C ACD1 2102300727. Item D4, approve application payment number 3 in the amount of $74,338.20 from Moreville LLC pertaining to construction contract C ACD1 22060129. Recommend approval items 6, A, B, C, D.
So
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Item 7A, requesting approval of a final negotiated professional engineering service agreement with Isaguirre Engineering Group LLC in connection with the PD Lateral Drain Extension 5, 2023 Bond Referendum Project number 15, contract number ACDD1 2400902220 is approved by negotiations on 2623 by the board, subject to final legal review.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Motion carries.
7A2, acceptance and approval work session number 1 in the amount of $98,919.10 as submitted by Isaguirre Engineering Group LLC through the contract number CACD1 2400900220 to provide professional engineering service for PD Lateral Drain Extension 5, 2023 Bond Referendum Project number 15, subject to final legal review. And this is a level of effort fixed fee contract.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Motion carries.
8A, request from authority to advertise and approve a request for qualifications packet, including qualifications, requirements, and scope of service to establish a pre-qualified pool of professional real estate appraiser services for Document Edition 1 project on an as-needed basis.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you. 9A1, payment approval invoice number 1821-2023, RD in the amount of $207,259.79 for Dow County Precinct 4 for pay periods 18 through 21-2023. And item 9A2, payment approval invoice number 18-21-2023, RD in the amount of $76,045.81 for Dow County Precinct 4 for pay period 22, 23, and 25, 2023.
I make the motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion
Get a lot of
carries.
work done. Get a lot of work done.
Yes, sir.
We do have executive item.
We-
Yeah, we do. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Pursuant to subchapter D of chapter 551 of Texas Government Code, we'll be retiring to closed session to discuss items listed under code section 551.072, .074, .071. May I have a motion to do so?
Motion made.
second.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Motion carries. I have 9:47 a.m. Okay, we're back from closed session. I've got 1 minute after 10. We do have one action item.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Under consultation with attorney, we just need action by the board to authorize council to proceed as discussed in the closed meeting.
Motion made.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Motion carries.
Thank you, Judge.
Need a motion to adjourn.
Motion made.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. We are adjourned. I would like to now call the Hidalgo County Commissioners Court meeting to order. We'll start with a roll call to establish quorum.
David Fuentes, Precinct 1.
Everardo Villarreal, Precinct 3.
Ellie Torres, precinct 4.
Richard Cortez, County Judge, Wisconsin District 404. Today, we're very honored to have the Honorable Richard Garcia, who was a Specialist 5 from the U.S. Army veteran. He has a long list of accomplishments here in our community. He was Commissioner of the Texas Adult Probation for 4 years. It's going to take me a while, so, ladies and gentlemen. He was City of Edinburgh President of Economic Development Council for 3 years, Municipal Judge for 4 years, Mayor for 11 years. He is Hidalgo County Court of Law Judge for number 3 for 16 years. He is Hidalgo County Judge of this Commissioner's Court for 2 years. He's also the first Juvenile Master Court for the 4th District Courts. He was a Lifetime Achievement Award for the Hidalgo County Bar Association, and I'm almost done. And in June, Mr. Garcia will be honored as the Texas State Bar, by the Texas State Bar for 50 years as a practitioner. Judge, Mayor, friend, lead us in today's pledge.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you. I believe that was longer than your agenda. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And today, we're also equally honored to have Mr. Reynaldo Ray Cantu. He is the first assistant to our county auditor who will lead us in today's prayer.
Lord, we thank you and we welcome you among us today. We give you praise and honor. We ask that you bless everyone here and that you open our ears and minds so that we may hear your voice and that your spirit guides us and provides our leaders and the wisdom to make the right decisions throughout this meeting and the day. In the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, amen.
Amen. Thank you, Ray. Next item is the approval of the consent agenda.
Yes, Judge, Commissioners, with your, I'd like to pull from consent agenda items 8B, 1 and 2, and consent agenda item 10F.
Motion to approve the balance of the agenda.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Judge, Commissioners, for the record, Commissioner Fuentes will be abstaining from any discussion and or action with respect to consent agenda item 8B, 1 and 2. I have a motion, please.
Motion made.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Let the record show Commissioner Fuentes abstained from any discussion or action on these items. Thank you.
And consent agenda item 10F, for the record, the dues for the year stated should reflect fiscal year 2024. Again, the dues stated should reflect fiscal year 2024.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next, we start with our approval of awards and recognition. We'll start with the recognition of National Social Work Month. Who is here for that?
Good morning, Judge and Commissioners. Presenting item 5A, proclamation recognizing March 2024 as National Social Work Month. Whereas social work is a profession truly dedicated to helping people. The primary mission of social work is to enhance human well-being and help meet the basic and complex needs of all people, especially those who are vulnerable, oppressed, or living in poverty. And whereas social workers follow a code of ethics that calls on them to fight social injustice and respect the dignity and worth of all people. Social workers work in all facets of our society, including schools, hospitals, community organizations, the military, mental health centers, social service agencies, corporations, and the local, state, and federal governments. And whereas social workers are on the front lines in helping this nation solve pressing social problems, including an increased demand for mental health services, an opioid addiction crisis, and economic inequality. And whereas the 2024 Social Work Month theme, Empowering Social Workers, embodies the need for society to support social workers so they can continue to do the life-affirming work they do and help address societal needs. And whereas the University of Texas Rio Grande Valley UTRGV School of Social Work was established in 2018 as an independent school and is the only institution to offer programs leading to both the Bachelor of Social Work degree and the Master of Science in Social Work degree south of San Antonio. Both programs are accredited by the Council on Social Work Education, and whereas the UTRGV SSW is committed to preparing social workers to meet the needs of a binational and multicultural community and to increasingly make an impact on the national stage. The educational emphasis is on social work practice with Hispanic, Latino, Latinx individuals and communities, and with other diverse communities considering multicultural competence, ethical practice, knowledge building, and social services that promote social and economic justice. Now therefore be it proclaimed that the Hidalgo County Commissioners Court does hereby declare March 2024 as National Social Work Month and call upon all citizens to join the National Association of Social Workers and Hidalgo County in celebration and support of the social work profession. Seeking approval.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you very much.
To say a few words, Dr. Torres from UTRGV.
Thank you, Kimberly. Thank you, Judge, and thank you, Commissioners. I'm Luis Torres. I'm the founding dean of the School of Social Work at UTRGV, and we are grateful always for the collaboration with the county. Judge, you've heard me say this before, but if there was ever a time when our society needed social workers, it's today. We continue to see our society coming apart at the seams, and social workers are healers by nature, but also problem solvers. So we can help heal at the individual level, and we can also help heal our society. So thank you for the support, and I promise you we'll continue to work really hard to build a great School of Social Work that continues to have impact in our communities. Gracias.
Thank you, Doctor. National Engineer. Next one, we have recognition of National Engineers Week.
Good morning, Judge, members of Commissioners Court. I'm Dr. Jennifer Mendoza Culbertson, Chief of Staff for Internal Affairs, representing Commissioner Eli Torres, Precinct 4. I'm presenting Agenda Item 94216, requesting approval of proclamation in recognition of National Engineers Week. whereas engineers use their scientific skills and specialized knowledge in creative and innovative ways to fulfill society's needs. And whereas engineers assist in solving major technological challenges of our time, from designing efficient building and infrastructure systems to rebuilding towns devastated by natural disasters. And whereas engineering, often related to as the invisible or stealth profession, plays a crucial role in shaping the world around us. Engineers employ unique skills to design and create the buildings and devices we interact with daily. Despite their significant contributions, their work often goes unnoticed as they operate behind the scenes, tackling complex challenges and bring innovative ideas to life. And whereas National Engineers Week promotes recognition among parents, teachers, and students on the importance of a technical education with an emphasis on accelerated levels of math, science, and technology literacy, and motivates youth to pursue engineering careers to provide a diverse and vigorous engineering workforce. And whereas the 2024 theme of National Engineers Week is Creating the Future, which emphasizes producing renovating solutions to global challenges that impact future generations. And whereas the Hidalgo County Commissioners Court wishes the community to partake in the University of Texas Rio Grande Valley College of Engineering and Computer Science fun-filled activities set to take place during National Engineers Week. Seeking approval.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Already engineers. You know, someone said, if God didn't make it, an engineer made whatever you see it here. So they are pretty important.
Representing the UTRGV College of Engineering, we have Dean Dr. Ali Kubash, along with faculty, staff, and also members of the engineering industry. Please join me at the podium.
Hello, everyone. Actually, we expected about 20 students, but they have classes, and I told them, I'll pass their appreciation to you because we want them to graduate and become engineers. So their classes are important. So again, I want to thank you for this recognition and proclamation, Judge Cortez, I know Commissioner Fuentes, Commissioner Villarreal, and of course, Commissioner Torres, who has been a strong supporter of education and engineers. By the way, I just want to mention, we have 4,500 engineering students. Think about that, not 450, 4,500 students. Now, if we don't have, yes, give that a round of applause. Yes. I'm hoping to get some of those girls there. By the way, 1,000 girls. Think about that, 1,000 future engineers there. Now, before we had engineering, those students have to leave the valley. They have to go to Houston, to San Antonio to get an engineering degree. Now they can get a bachelor's degree, they can get a master's degree, and starting this year, they can get a PhD degree in engineering right here in the Rio Grande Valley. Our students deserve this opportunity. Yes. And this would not be possible without the tremendous support from Hidalgo County, from the community. I'm proud of all our engineers serving Hidalgo County, and we have actually, Catherine is one of those engineers representing the Texas Society of Professional Engineers, and I'm also proud about our students, the future engineer. Actually, Karina, she is the president of our student charter for the Society of Professional Engineers. Actually, the theme for this year is Welcome to the Future, and they are the future. They are the ones who are going to ensure that we have better and brighter future. So with this, I want again to thank you for this recognition and proclamation. A happy Engineers Week to all our current and future engineers, and to Hidalgo County and the Rio Grande Valley. Thank you very much.
And our favorite engineer as well, Mr. Raul Sassin. Thank you, Raul, for everything.
So we have several UTRGV engineers at the district working for us. We have 3 of them there. Good people.
Okay, next, we're here honoring and congratulating the Edinburgh High School Bobcat cheerleaders.
Presenting agenda item 94224, requesting approval of proclamation honoring and congratulating the Edinburgh High School Bobcat cheerleaders on winning their 10th consecutive national championship. Whereas the Edinburgh High School Bobcat cheerleaders were invited to compete at the National Cheerleaders Association High School National Championship Competition in Dallas, Texas, held on January 19th through the 21st, 2024, to defend their 2023 national championship title. And whereas the Edinburgh High School Bobcat cheerleaders competed amongst some of the most talented and competitive high school cheerleading squads from across the nation in the intermediate large varsity performance division. And whereas the Edinburgh High School Bobcat cheerleaders arrived at the competition on a mission to bring home the historic 10th consecutive national championship title. And whereas after 2 days of intense competition against highly talented squads, the Bobcat cheerleaders' performances earned a score of 97.5 out of 100 and won the 2024 NCAA Intermediate National Large Championship. This competition also marked the second EHS all-girl team to receive a national championship. And whereas in addition to winning the national championship title, the EHS Bobcat cheerleaders also received recognition for the Superior Showmanship Award, Hit Zero in Preliminary and Finals, and Best Stunts Award. And whereas the 2024 Bobcat cheerleading squad is under the direction of Eva Guerra, head coach, Monica Luna, assistant coach, Eric Rodriguez, choreographer, and Dominic Peña, principal. And whereas the Hidalgo County is extremely proud of this group of individuals as they continue the tradition of excellence at Edinburgh High School by bringing back their historic 10th consecutive national championship trophy to Edinburgh High School, home of the Bobcats. Seeking approval.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Congratulations. Wow.
With us this morning, we have the team, assistant head coach, faculty members, and coaching staff, ECISD board members present in support and honor of the girls. And speaking on behalf of head coach Eva Guerra, I give you Ms. Carlson, who will be making remarks.
Hi, good morning, Honorable Judge and the County Commissioners Court. My name is Sherry Carlson, and I am a Bobcat Cheer alumni and current counselor at Edinburgh High School. Coach Eva Guerra asked me to represent her today since she went to meet her new grandson in Tennessee. I am extremely honored to do this for her since I was her cheer coach from second grade through high school. I am so proud of her and what she has accomplished with this program. The Edinburgh High School cheerleading program began in 1930. Since the inception of this program, the Bobcat cheerleaders have always epitomized school spirit and pride. Our Bobcat cheerleaders are symbols of wonderment and inspiration, not only for the students of Edinburgh High, but for every person who thinks about the loyalty to the red and blue, especially at the Friday Night Lights. These Bobcat cheerleaders standing here today are true athletes. They are resilient, tough, and extremely dedicated to the sport of cheer. Not only are they strong athletes, excuse me, they are also advanced academic students. Amongst this group, we have 2 girls that are currently ranked #1 in their respective classes, and the rest of them in the top 10% of their class. The amount of time, yes. The amount of time that goes into their cheer practice, academics, and their numerous other sports and activities speaks volumes to their dedication to Edinburgh High School, and they're becoming future successful leaders like yourself in their community. This is the 10th year the Edinburgh Bobcat cheerleaders have won NCAA national champions, and what an amazing accomplishment. This endeavor has created a history and a legacy that is unparalleled. Coach Eva has continued with the historical elements and traditions which have made this program a powerful force in the nation. Thank you to the County Commissioners Court, Precinct 4 Commissioner and Bobcat alumni, Eli Torres, for inviting us and honoring these beautiful Bobcat cheerleaders. Thank you.
Is this the junior? The next one's a junior. No, we take pictures of this one. All right, is this the junior high? Can we do that proclamation?
Are they combined? Are they combined right now? You want to do the other one?
That's
Okay.
I just thought since they were already.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Everybody be with me. Commissioner number 3, right here.
Everybody just look forward. On the count of 3. 1, 2, and 3. I got it.
The website. Thank you, everyone.
There you go, guys. This is for the judge and everybody. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Thank you so much.
All right, girls. Another outstanding group to present. Agenda item 94225, requesting approval of proclamation honoring and congratulating the Edinburgh South Middle School Redcat cheerleaders on their National Cheer Association's 2024 National Championship. Whereas the Edinburgh South Middle School Redcat cheerleaders were invited and participated in the 2023 National Cheerleaders Association High School National Championship held in Dallas, Texas at the Kay Bailey Hutchinson Convention Center from January the 20th through the 21st, 2024. And whereas the National Cheerleaders Association High School Championship is one of the largest national cheering competitions with over 600 performances. And whereas after 2 days of fierce competition against highly talented squads, the Edinburgh South Middle School Redcat cheerleaders won first place in the intermediate non-tumbling junior high middle school crowd leading division and received special recognition for superior showmanship to become the 2024 national champions for the third time in South Middle School history. And whereas the 2024 RepCat cheerleading squad is under the direction of Alyssa Badillo, head coach, Cynthia Balderas, assistant coach, Juan Banda, choreographer, and Russen Vela, principal. And whereas Hidalgo County takes immense pride in this group of individuals whose diligent efforts and dedication have resulted in securing the 3rd national championship for Edinburgh South Middle School students. Requesting approval for the proclamation.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Motion carries. Congratulations. Wow.
Present today, we have head coach Ms. Badillo, assistant coach Ms. Balderas, and members of the ECISD board. And making remarks, we have Danetzi Gonzalez and Sophie Allison, co-captains.
Hi, good morning. My name is Danetzi Gonzalez, and I'm a co-captain with the South Middle School cheer team. It was really hard to get the national title, but it took a lot of work. We had so many 6 a.m. practices, many injuries, and still pushed hard to get that win. At the start, there wasn't many of us who knew what we were doing, but with all the practice, our great dedication, we were able to pursue our goal of winning the title. In the end, we had a great time winning, and we didn't just receive the win, we received a bigger win of creating amazing friendships and bonds. I want to thank our coaches and parents so much for all the sacrifice and the work they put into us going into NCA and for them believing in us. I am forever grateful for this team. I love this team forever and always.
Good morning. My name is Sophie Allison, and I'm a co-captain with the South Middle School cheer team. Going into every practice and before performing, we went in with a confident mindset, knowing what we were working for and that the work would be worth it. There was never a time that we doubted ourselves or each other, and we knew that being a part of this team was going to take full commitment and dedication to make it to the level we're at today. Our coaches and our parents were our biggest supporters, believing in us after our fails and countless retries. Even though some of us had never competed, our coaches put us into a difficult division because they knew what we were capable of. Even though we won a national title, the biggest gift is the bond we have created with this team. The love I have for this team is endless.
Ready? Look front and center, please. Over here. Sir. Thank you. Okay, ready? 1, 2, and 3. And another one. Got it. Can you close the tape?
How are you?
Good job, good job.
Next, we have a special lady we want to recognize.
Shiva and Dr. Valdez.
Next to her, come this way. Please confirm.
Agenda item 94269, requesting approval of proclamation honoring and congratulating Ms. Gabrielle Ramirez on being named the 4-H Family and Consumer Sciences National Champion. Whereas members of 4-H clubs in 18 states participated in the 4-H Family and Consumer Sciences National Championship and Conference held in San Antonio, Texas between January the 10th through the 13th, 2024. And whereas the competition was open to 4-H members ages 14 to 19 years old who won their state-level competition and advanced to the national level. And whereas the championship and conference provides a place for youth to participate and compete in intentional learning experiences through educational activities and sessions. And whereas Ms. Gabrielle Ramirez was named national champion at the Fashion Review contest. Contestants modeled the apparel they created or purchased and were judged on their presentation skills, knowledge of their outfit, modeling, and appearance of the outfit or garment. The contestants also responded to questions from the judges about various aspects of the fashion industry or about their garment. Ms. Ramirez also placed first in the interview, third in modeling, and was crowned overall champion. And whereas Ms. Ramirez is currently a senior at Edinburgh North High School and has been an active member of the Lynn San Manuel 4-H Club for the past 10 years. And whereas along with these prestigious accolades, Ms. Ramirez currently serves as a president of the Hidalgo County 4-H Council and previously served as District 12 Council President and on the 4-H Texas Council. And whereas throughout her 4-H career, Ms. Ramirez has shown her Brahman and Cimbria heifers across the nation and was awarded Grand Champion Brahman Heifer at the Fort Worth Livestock Show and Reserve Champion Brahman Heifer at the San Antonio Livestock Show in 2023. And whereas Ms. Ramirez is the proud daughter of Mr. Rene Ramirez and Mrs. Laura Guerra Ramirez. And whereas Ms. Ramirez will attend Texas A&M University in College Station in the fall and major in agricultural economics and leadership. Seeking approval for the proclamation.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Wow, national.
With us today, we have her family, ECISD school board members, and we also have remarks from Ms. Ramirez and Dr. Andrea Valdez with Texas A&M AgriLife.
Well, good morning, everybody. Like she said, my name is Gabriela Ramirez. I am a senior at Edinburgh North High School. It was such an honor being able to represent Hidalgo County on the county, regional, state, and district, as well as the national level. I am so thankful for both my extension agent, my parents, and the entire community that has supported me throughout this process.
Good morning, Judge and Commissioners. Thank you, Dr. Valdez, Texas A&M AgriLife Extension Service, and Hidalgo County 4-H program. We are extremely proud of Gabby and all she has accomplished. I've known her whole 10 years of her 4-H career, and it's just been amazing to watch her grow into the lovely lady that she is today. And we can't wait to see what great things she'll do in College Station at Texas A&M. I'd like to thank her family that's here with us today. I know they are always just a phone call away for any support that the Extension Service has, and we greatly appreciate that.
You know, I have two grandsons at A&M, and I want to tell them a cute girl is on her way. And a smart one, too.
Okay.
Good morning, everyone. How you doing?
Doing well. Morning.
You know, this is such an amazing day. Recognizing the accomplishments of these young ladies, and I'm seeing Our Lady Flora Flores as an example to our young ladies that would recognize that how it can happen to be an amazing wife, be an amazing mother. Work in one of our largest grocery stores in Texas. And not only that, to continue to love what she does and to work, now being 50 years. And, you know, what's very impressive is she has done such a great job where she works, but also with her family, because I personally know Ms. Flores, and she's an extremely loving daughter. So it's just amazing. You can proceed. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. Presenting item 5F, proclamation declaring February 2024 as Flora Flores Day in Hidalgo County. Whereas it is well established that a good work ethic is the foundation for success in work, family, and faith. And whereas our society favors the values of industriousness in work, dedication to team, and loyalty to family, friends, and employers. And whereas workers who provide valuable but often overlooked service to organizations are the cornerstone of any successful enterprise. And whereas by almost every measure known in the grocery industry, H-E-B is a recognized, reputable, and respected company. And whereas Flora Flores of Mission, having started her employment with H-E-B at their 23rd Street location in McAllen on January 21st, 1974, recently celebrated the 50th anniversary of her employment with this reputable company. And whereas Ms. Flores has worked for H-E-B in various capacities, including deli work, general merchandising, supervisory, and management roles. And whereas Ms. Flores began her work with the company at their Mission store over 35 years ago, receiving recognition over the years for her service, outstanding efforts, and volunteerism. And whereas Ms. Flores enjoys gardening, traveling, and attending football games, is a valued member of the First Baptist Church of Mission, and is the loved and respected matriarch of a family of 4 children, 9 grandchildren, and 2 great-grandchildren. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed that the Hidalgo County Commissioners Court does hereby declare February 20, 2024 as Flora Flores Day in Hidalgo County in recognition of her skill and professionalism at work, the development of a well-rounded life, and her success in raising a beautiful family. Seeking approval.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Congratulations, ladies.
Passing over the mic to Ms. Flora Flores to say a few words.
Well, what can I say? This is one of my happiest days with H-E-B. I love my Lord, and I try to do my best. I've been a mother, a grandmother, and great-grandmother. Just my parents, my God, and H-E-B. And I have a little story to say, and it's not much. When my husband left, I was crying. I said, what am I going to do? And that's 57 years ago. I said, what am I going to do? How can I pay my rent? And I was crying. Irma was in one side. Rick was in another side. And he said, Mom, stop crying. One of these days I'm going to grow up, and I'm going to bring you $1,000. Well, he was in the Marines. And when he came from training, my father and my girls went to pick him up, and he said, Mom, open the door and close your eyes. Thank you, Jesus. $1,000. My son never forget it. He was only 6 years old. So we have to listen to our kids. And she's like my mother, sometimes my baby sister, but she's my boss. And when I was in the hospital, she could call me in. When I got home because I was in the hospital a couple of days. But I thank the Lord that for one reason I was there and to rest, because 50 years, and I'm 84 years old, working, God said, Flora, night for a little while. So thank you, everyone that's here, my kids. And I will keep praying for HEB forever and ever. And Charles Buddy is my good friend, and they know it. They know it. Thank you very much. Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you.
If I may add, my mother has never been late to work in 50 years. And she always has her uniform ready the night before.
Ready, Flora? Smile. 1, 2, and 3.
E-library? They have yet to send me what I. So we haven't sent the rest? No.
Next, we have proclamation honoring the Rotary Club of Hidalgo County.
Yes, I'm speaking.
Viva la Rotary!
Presenting item 5G, proclamation honoring the Rotary Clubs of Hidalgo County on Rotary International's 119th anniversary. Whereas the Rotary Clubs of Edinburgh, Edcouch, McAllen, Mission, Pharr, and Westaco, Texas have provided over 100 years of service to the communities and the world. And whereas Rotary International is a worldwide service organization founded on February 23, 1905, that grew into a service organization with a membership of 1.4 million professionals and business leaders around the world in 46,000 clubs grouped into 529 districts and 34 zones. And whereas the Rotary motto, service above self, inspires members to provide humanitarian service, encourage high ethical standards, and promote goodwill and peace in the world. And whereas Rotary International's vision statement is together we see a world where people unite and take action to create lasting change across the globe, in our communities, and in ourselves. And whereas the Rotary Foundation is a public charity that transforms donations into life-changing sustainable projects that address 7 areas of focus: promoting peace, fighting disease, providing clean water, sanitation and hygiene, saving mothers and children, supporting education, growing local economies, and protecting the environment. And whereas the Rotary District 5930 South Texas and all of its clubs are committed to promoting peace and prosperity in our communities, our schools, and our families. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed that the Hidalgo County Commissioners Court does hereby recognize and celebrate the 119th anniversary of the founding of Rotary International on February 23, 2024, and congratulate our Rotarians for their commitment to serve our communities. Seeking approval.
Motion approved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Congratulations.
To say a few words, Rotary D5930 International Service Chair, Dr. Elaine Hernandez.
Honorable Judge Cortez and Commissioners, thank you so much for taking the time to help us to celebrate Rotary International and its founding 119 years ago. Today we have representatives from many of the clubs here in Hidalgo County. Let me just find out who is here. Who is from the Weslaco Club?
Here.
And who is from the Edcauchelsa Club? Do we have someone here from the McAllen Club? Do we have someone from the Mission Club? And then we have Edinburgh and FAR. Do we have the FAR Club? Yes. We believe in working together, and that means forming partnerships with our local governments, our faith-based organizations, our nonprofits, and our for-profit organizations in our communities to address the serious issues that our communities face. We invite the commissioners today to consider inviting Rotarians to join your task forces and your different groups that you pull together to look at solutions, local solutions to the issues that we're all facing here in our county. Think of us like the rising tide. When the tide comes in, all the boats go up. When we work together, our communities all rise up together. So thank you for this opportunity. I just want to highlight a few examples of the work that they are doing. In Weslaco, in November, they have an incredible Veterans Day celebration that is now recognized nationally among Rotarians as a stellar event to engage also the young people to understand the value of veterans and the service they provide. We also have a global grant. Normally, global grants are written here in the United States and serve overseas, but we received a $50,000 global grant for the Mission School District to start a farm-to-school program. And then all of these Rotary clubs serve their local school districts with scholarships, their local communities with coats and shoes and backpacks. So thank you today for helping us to celebrate Rotary International.
Okay, come forward.
Commissioner, good to see you.
Okay, Rotarians, please smile. Ready? 1, 2, and 3.
Hold on, please. I need this one first because that's the one that I don't know how to operate. Okay. Hold on, one more. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Item 5H, proclamation recognizing February 2024 as National Cancer Prevention Month. Whereas cancer remains one of the leading causes of death globally, affecting millions of individuals and families every year. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, 1 in 3 people will have cancer in their lifetime. Prevention plays a crucial role in reducing the risk of a cancer diagnosis and improving overall public health. And whereas the month of February is recognized as National Cancer Prevention Month, providing an opportunity for Hidalgo County to highlight the importance of prevention strategies in combating cancer. And whereas raising awareness about risk factors, promoting healthy lifestyle choices, and advocating for early detection are fundamental to cancer prevention efforts. And whereas more specifically, eating a balanced diet in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins can help one maintain a healthy weight and reduce the risk of certain cancers. Regular physical activity, avoiding tobacco products, limiting alcohol consumption, and protecting oneself with using sunscreen and UV-blocking clothing are essential in cancer prevention. And whereas through community engagement, education, and research, we can empower individuals to take control of their health and reduce or prevent the risk of cancer. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed that the Hidalgo County Commissioners Court does hereby recognize February 2024 as National Cancer Prevention Month and encourages all constituents to eat a healthy diet, exercise, and protect their skin from the sun to reduce the risk of developing cancer. Seeking approval.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you very
Thank
much
you.
for.
I have Ms. Clara from DHR Health to say a few words.
Good morning, Honorable Judge and Commissioners. I'm Clara Chapa, Community Outreach Coordinator for DHR Health Oncology Institute, and I'm joined by Ms. Carla Garcia, who's the Director of Community Outreach for DHR Health. It is an honor to gather here today amongst Hidalgo County's leaders to shed light on Cancer Prevention Month. By designating February as Cancer Prevention Month, DHR Health and Hidalgo County are showing their commitment to increasing the public's knowledge about the importance of early detection of a cancer diagnosis by getting regular health screenings. This awareness can help save the lives of many and stop cancer before it starts. As cancer advocates for DHR Health, our goal is to recognize and carry out efforts to advance cancer research and implement public education and policy initiatives that can help lower the rate of cancer diagnoses in our community. Thank you once again for your support and for helping DHR Health foster awareness about this disease throughout Hidalgo County.
Thank you very much. You know, I'm a two-time cancer survivor,
Yes.
and God has empowered many talented people in the healthcare industry, you know, to help us combat that very terrible disease. The good news is you can solve it if you catch it early. So this is about preventing, you know, cancer. So thank you for all you do for that.
Thank you for your support. Thank you.
We have 3, Judge.
Before that, actually.
Yes.
Next, we're going to go into open forum. I think we have 3 people signed up.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Judge. Before we get started, I'd like to remind the public that they're always welcome to participate in public forum. They need to be familiar with the rules of decorum, which prohibit direct and indirect personal attacks on members of the court or any county individuals. The comments made should also pertain to county business and cannot be threatening in nature. Judge, we do have 3 participants. Our first participant is Mr. Lupe Chavez. There is a 3-minute time limit. I will advise when there is 1 minute left, and I will start when you start, Mr. Chavez.
Thank you. I've come here before, and I can't explain things to you, and I can't argue or debate with you to help you understand things. But as grown adults with education and vast knowledge and experience and interest in people that are speaking here, Mr. Fuentes, is that I can help you think about things. I always like to say I'm a Chavez, but ultimately my family's been here since 1569. I'm a direct blood relative to the Bailly family. So when you go to Isla Blanca Park, you see a relative of mine, Father Bailly, with his arms outstretched. And I hear you all pray for wisdom and all this, but I don't think he's listening to y'all. I don't think he's listening to y'all because y'all don't have the heart. Kids are still dying in Hidalgo County. We had the Precinct 2 expansion for Dicker Road out to 23rd. That's brought along increase in traffic, increase in commerce, and increase of international trucking. But y'all didn't put any lights. But you did put sidewalks because you can charge per meter foot or whatever they charge. So you can get a lot of money off of the sidewalk, but there was no lighting. We had the engineering people here. I met a student who had to drop out from engineering at UTRGV because they didn't offer classes here in Edinburgh. They offered them in Brownsville, and that created a hardship for him. I also met here with the director of the health services. It's just a scam. They have partnerships with PSG ISD. PSG ISD committed election fraud in the 2022 election. We have here also we have an e-library presentation. We have Adolfo Garcia, who was part of Mr. Cantu when he was a commissioner in FAR. And they're witnesses to crime. Both of them witnessed crimes. The library in South FAR, Mr. Garcia, I've met with him a bunch of times. He won't even fix it. There's a lot of stuff going on there, and he won't even fix it. So I'd like you to think about these things because, Morganti and our building people, they already gave you a lot of opportunities so that we won't lose the insurance or whatever that is here for this lovely county facility that isn't open. So I want to thank you for your time. Lastly, I wouldn't trust anything Terry Palacios or Sheriff Guerra brings to you about sharing revenues. Federal grants require that none of your funds be used for crimes. And we know that your partnerships with FAR, San Juan Alamo, the city of FAR, and UTRGV, they're criminal. The city of McAllen as well. They're committing crimes, and you all just ignore it because you're all part of the clica. You think you're not going to get in trouble. But, just wait. You might be there with AC Cuellar. Think about that. Think about it. I mean, some of you are already on your last leg. I'm glad you survived cancer, but your failed leadership is going to impact generations behind you. And you can tell your grandsons there, that a 17-year-old woman, an underage person is going up there. That's very cringy, sir.
Thank you, sir. Our next presenter is Ms. Fern McClarity. Ms. McClarity, there is a 3-minute time limit. I will advise when there is 1 minute, and I will start when you start.
Commissioners, the purpose of public participation is for the public to come on the actions of this court. I know my comments have been critical, especially concerning spending, but it is because your spending far exceeds the ability of the people to pay. According to the U.S. Census, the household income in Hidalgo County is $49,300. $49,000 is the annual household income of family in Hidalgo County. Could you live on that? Household means everyone is working. In contrast with this last 3 years, county property taxes have increased by 34.25%. In 22, it increased 7.8%. In 23, it was 11.9%. And in 24, the property increase will be 15.36%. My point is families are not getting a 10 or 15% annual increase. Therefore, they cannot pay for the ambulance service, administration vehicles for the staff, or even the new staff members you are hiring. And since I am discussing spending, why is this the construction of the courthouse is at a standstill? And yet we are still paying hundreds of thousands of dollars to consultants. Let us do our work. Doesn't make it anymore. Open the building and let the people see what is going on and what we've paid for. The people need to understand that if the county spends 15.36% more, that means our values must increase and the results become the major source of county income is property taxes. The bad news is that Hidalgo County has 6 taxing bodies, and they are either increasing their tax rate or simply taking more ends from the property values. The county tax rate is 57.5 cents, while the total rate for our taxes are $2.40 per $100 value. So therefore, 30 to 80% property tax increase are typical, and these increases are directly related to the spending of this Commissioner's Court. That is the real cause of poverty in the Rio Grande Valley. So we were asking you to stop it because people are having to mortgage their homes and try to keep them. I wanted to ask Precinct 3 what has happened to that $95,000 or $99,000 leased, I believe it was a Suburban, are the taxpayers still paying for this leased vehicle? And sorry, he's not in the room.
Thank you, ma'am. The last presenter is Ms. Laura Gutierrez. Ms. Gutierrez, there is a 3-minute time limit. I will advise when there's 1 minute, and I will start when you start, ma'am.
Good morning, Judge, Commissioners. My husband and I are commercial property and residential developers in Hidalgo County for over 20 years. I'm here to tell you that your actions concerning taxes are not good for the county nor for property developers. So why am I here to discuss property values and taxes? Because this county has the greatest number of votes concerning the selection of members to the Appraisal District Board of Directors, and the fact that the tax collector is a member of the Appraisal District Board. What I am suggesting is that the county structure its tax needs in a consistent manner and consider the ability of people to pay. For example, in 2022, the county increased its property tax by 7.8%. In 24, the increase was 15.36%. A gradual increase would allow business and the community to create a realistic financial plan that would include all costs for development and operation. Currently, an appraisal district appraiser arrives at a construction site and establishes a value based on meeting a quota rather than the value of material and labor. Building requirements, availability of material, and weather conditions prolong the construction process, while the developer is paying more for a product that is not producing an income. More taxes produce less developments. This is the long way of saying that the county must control its spending because lower taxes produce more development, and more development produces more taxes. Also, the county should improve its public relation efforts. Initial efforts to get public support for the courthouse failed because it was not a public priority, and building a jail in Willacy County was never explained. What is evident is that the county has a high tax rate of 57.5 cents, and if more money is needed, it can be taken at the end of the year. In 24, the county is taking a total of $355 million out of the economy. This is a total of all sources, and each year this total increases. It does not matter if 40% of the population is living in poverty or that a significant number of families are losing their homes. The county keeps spending. It is important to remember that 80% of all jobs are created by small businesses. Finally, this court needs to learn how to be fiscally responsible like your constituents. Cut wasteful spending like your constituents and learn how to balance a budget. We have to, you should have to. Remember, money does not grow on trees. For God and country.
Thank you, ma'am. We have no more participants, Judge, Commissioners. Judge, I'm going to ask that we go back and rescind the action taken on the approval of the consent agenda, not the ones that I previously pulled out, just the consent agenda that was approved.
Motion made. Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
And so there is a correction. So for the record, on asking for the court to approve the consent agenda, Commissioner Fuentes will be abstaining from the approval of that consent agenda. I'm pulling from the consent agenda item 5B1W. 5B1W. Could I have a motion to approve the balance of that consent agenda?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion carries. Let the record show that Commissioner Fuentes abstained from any discussion or action. He failed to notify that he had a conflict in this. We went back and
Correct.
corrected that.
So specific to item 5B1W, Commissioner is abstaining, and so can we have a motion specific to that?
Motion carries.
Hold on. Motion made?
Yes.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you. Sorry about that. Judge.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, I think we're going to item 7A. This is nothing more than certification of revenues by the county auditor in the amount of $4,761. This is dealing with the AmeriCorps grant that we received from some employees. We're reclassifying it to use it elsewhere.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Good. Can we do 25B?
Yes. Let's move into 25B.
Got some librarians that need to get back to work.
Yeah, we have jobs. Hello, Commissioners.
Good morning, Honorable Judge and Commissioners. We're from the Hidalgo County Library System. We're here to present to you.
Excuse me, you want to move the mic a little closer so we can hear you better? Thank you.
Thank you. We're from the Hidalgo Library System. It's a federal system that is considered with the 13 public libraries within the Hidalgo County. And we have been helping the county manage the e-library since 2017. And we're here to present you some of our statistics that have been growing this e-library, providing the services to the Hidalgo County community and helping us increase our literacy. Especially now with 2020 COVID that make us close our doors at the libraries and continue providing services through this service that you are providing to your constituents has helped us continue with this service. During the our checkers has increased 580% since we started this service in 2017, 256 since the 2020, and 1,550 new registered users per year has been increasing to this service. We have a 91,580 total checkouts in the 2022, and also we have 1,704 new users since then. These checkouts, let me get so that way you can see the comparison since the 2022 now to the 2023. Our patron activity from the 2022 from 738 increased to 924. Patrons that have come back continuously for different services, e-books, audiobooks, magazines, everything that we're providing through this e-library from 8,269 increase on the 2023 to 10,808. New patrons that we had increases in the 2022 from 1,704 to now the 2023 is 2,039 new patrons, new people that is using these services. Our checkouts from the ebooks from 2022 from 51,165 to the 23, 49,226. Our audiobooks from 39,615 to the 23, 42,787. From the 2022 on ebooks from 1,354 to the 2023, 2,125. People come back and sometimes we don't have all the items available for them. So they place holds or they place requests for these items. So in the 2022, we had a request from 2,130 items requested from our constituents to now in 2023, we have 3,859. They're asking for more. Suggested ebooks that we have purchased for them in 2022 is 717. Now in the 2023, from those, we obtained 965. Suggested audiobooks, 1,398. Now in 2023, 1,684. Our checkout count and total from the 2022, 91,580 to the 2023, 92,013. We are 13 public libraries through the Hidalgo County, and at this moment we're working with 2 cities. They are planning and opening public libraries, one being City of Sullivan, and the other one is City of Palmview. They already have buildings, and they're already building their collections, so we're helping them through this 2024 to be gaining their accreditation through the state. Also, all 13 libraries at this moment, we're working on our 2023 report to the state to obtain accreditation. Last year, on the 2022, we had 3 libraries that obtained the highest recognition through the Texas Municipal League, which is Dustin Michael Sekula Memorial Library here in Edinburgh, McAllen Public Library, and Farr Memorial Library, meaning that they are on the top 20, on the top 15% in the state of Texas. From 549,000 public libraries in the state, they are in the top 39 public libraries providing services. Do you have any questions?
So I asked that this item, or did we do a little research in the e-library, because on an annual basis, starting in 2017, we give some money. And I was a big proponent when we started this back then, because as rural representatives of our community, we don't have any libraries in the rural. So I thought that the e-library is very important for our residents that can't make the trip to the city that has a library. And so we just wanted statistics so that we could know if the e-library is working and how well it's working and what else we can do to promote it. From what you're telling me, it's working and it's a good system. And it's very important to us because, like I said, we represent the rural residents. And so we just wanted to make sure that we had statistics to back up our annual donation or contribution.
And we're very appreciative of that. And yes, we do have a website that we promote the services. They don't have to walk in a public library to obtain a library card. They can just log in on their website and obtain a library card to access the services from home if they have internet at home. And I know the county provides also like free Wi-Fi through the county. So this is a combination that these 2 programs that you are providing to your constituents, it is very well received by them.
And please email us the statistics
Yes.
that you were reading.
Yes.
Do you receive a high number of complaints that they don't have access to internet to access your services? Do you receive a lot of complaints for that? Or
We do receive calls in that nature. I wouldn't be able to provide you with like a percentage or a number of like how much.
I think it's important for us to identify the areas
Yes.
with the greatest need so we can hopefully address those issues with time. So I think that would be valuable information for us to have.
Yes, and also if these monies that you contribute, like we distribute equally, no matter your size or your population that you serve, through all 13 public libraries, from small to large. We also support and help our smaller libraries due to staffing, that they might not have the time to go in and help us build this collection. We partner with each of them to help them. If they have any suggestions or any requests, we'll help them get those for their constituents around their area.
Are you aware of any grants, federal, state, or other private grants to assist people that can't afford internet service to receive?
At the moment, we do have a couple of the libraries. They are working with a discount service that some of our services providers give us. It's called MICTA, and these help us reduce the pricing in MiFis or hotspots from your regular price of like maybe $30 to $40 to $10 to $15.
We'll get together and try to identify those and make sure we're not overlooking any of those opportunities for funding.
And we're more than happy to help you gain any data or anything that you might need for this.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This is Espinosa.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
I had previously sent an email requesting.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, and we're working on that. As I mentioned, like at this moment, we're working on our state report. So I still have a couple of the libraries pending on that. The window doesn't close until April, but we're trying to, everybody help them report to the state within next.
Why don't you send us what you read today as
Yes.
as a preliminary report?
Yes.
And then we'll let you know we need additional information.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Continue.
Okay, we're back to regular agenda item. I believe item 8A is next. District Attorney's Office.
Good morning, Commissioners. Judge Rosalinda Cantu presenting for the District Attorney's Office. Item 8A, we're requesting authorization to submit the fiscal year 2023 Federal Equitable Sharing Agreement and Certification Report on behalf of the agency head, Torillo Terry Palacios, Hidalgo County District Attorney, and governing body head, Richard F. Cortez, Hidalgo County Judge, with authority for County Judge to sign.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item 9A, HIDA Task Force. We're asking for approval of certification of revenues as certified by the county auditor for revenues received from auction proceeds in the amount of $7,636 and appropriation of the same.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries.
Item 9B, the HIDA Chapter 59, fiscal year 2023. We're asking for approval of 2023 appropriation of funds from the unassigned fund balance in the amount of $26,787.74.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries.
Thank you.
Sheriff's Office, 10A.
Good morning, Judge. Good morning, Commissioners. Captain Stephen Cortez presenting on behalf of Sheriff J.E. Eddie Guerra. Item 10A, presentation and discussion of the 2023 Racial Profiling Report is presented to the Hidalgo County Sheriff's Office in accordance with adherence to Article 2.133 of the Texas Code of Criminal Procedure. Seeking approval.
So moved.
Second?
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Item 10B, requesting authorization to submit the fiscal year 2023 Federal Equitable Sharing Agreement and Certification Report on behalf of Agency Head Sheriff Eddie Guerra, Hidalgo County Sheriff, and the Governing Body Head Richard F. Cortez, Hidalgo County Judge, with the authority for the County Judge to sign required documents.
So moved.
Second?
All in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries.
Thank you. Item 10C has two items on it. With your approval, I'll read both. Item 10C1, approval of memorandum of understanding between the Hidalgo County Sheriff's Office and the constituent agencies of the Texas Anti-Gang Center, Rio Grande Valley, Texas, regarding equipment transfer MOU. And item 10C2, authorization for the county sheriff as authorized law enforcement official to sign said agreement. Seeking approval.
So
Motion
moved.
to approve?
Second.
All in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Item 11A, Constable Precinct 1.
Yes. Good morning, Judge and Commissioners. Sergeant Salazar, Precinct 1 Constable's Office. Item 11A, authorization and approval to apply for fiscal year 2025 local border security program grant for the period of September the 1st, 2024 through August 31st of 2025 with the Office of the Governor Homeland Security Grants Division through eGrants. Item A2, approval of resolution for the fiscal year 2025 LBSP grant to designate County Judge Richard Cortez as grantee, authorized official with authority for County Judge to execute the resolution. And item 11A3, authorization for the County Judge to e-sign the application and all related documents under eGrants as the authorized official.
Motion to approve.
Second. All in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries.
Item 11B, requesting authorization to submit for the fiscal year 2023 Federal Equitable Sharing Agreement and Certification report on behalf of the agency head Celestino Avila County, Hidalgo County Constable Precinct 1, and governing body head Richard Cortez, Hidalgo County Judge, with authority for County Judge to sign required documents.
Motion to approve.
Second. All in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries.
Thank you. 11C, ratification of the submission, authorization, and approval to apply for fiscal year 2025 Bullet Resistant Shield Grant Program with the Office of the Governor Criminal Justice Division through e-grants for the period of September the 1st, 2024 through August 31st of 2025. 11C, number 2, approval of resolution for the fiscal year 2025 Bullet Resistant Shield Grant Program to designate County Judge Richard Cortez as grantee, authorized official with authority for County Judge to execute resolution, and the authorization for County Judge as authorized official to e-sign grant application and all related documents under eGrants.
Motion to approve.
Second. All in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries.
Thank you
very much. Item 12A, Constable Precinct 2.
Good morning, Judge, Commissioners. Fernando Gaitan for Constable Martin Cantu. I have two items to present this morning. AI 94165, Constable Precinct 2 Local Border Security Program. 1, authorization and approval to ratify application for the FY 2025 Local Border Security Program. Grant with the Office of the Governor's Homeland Security Grants Division through eGrants for the period of September 1st, 2024 to August 31st, 2025. 2, approval of resolution for the FY 2025 LBSP grant to designate Judge Richard Cortez as grantee's authorized official with authority for County Judge to execute resolution. 3, authorization for County Judge to e-sign application and all related documents under eGrants.
Motion to approve.
Second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
Second item, AI 94193, requesting authorization to submit the FY 2023 Federal Equitable Sharing Agreement and Certification Report on behalf of the agency head Martin Cantu, Hidalgo County Constable Precinct 2, and governing body head Richard Cortez, Hidalgo County Judge, with authority for County Judge to sign required documents.
Motion to approve.
Second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Thank you very much. Item
Thank you.
13A, Constable Precinct 3.
Good morning, Judge and Commissioners. I'm Deputy Chief Jerry Zamora with Larry Gallardo, Constable Precinct 3. Under 13A, we're requesting authorization to submit the fiscal year 2023 Federal Equitable Sharing Agreement and Certification Report on behalf of the agency head, Lázaro Gallardo Jr., Hidalgo County Constable Precinct 3, and governing body head, Richard F. Cortez, Hidalgo County Judge, with authority for the County Judge to sign required documents.
So moved. Second.
Under 13B.
All in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries.
Under 13B, presentation and discussion of the 2023 Racial Profiling Report by Hidalgo County Constable Precinct 3 Department in accordance with Article 2.134 of the Texas Code of Criminal Procedure.
Motion approved. Second.
Second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank
you. Item 14A, Constable Precinct 4.
Good morning, County Judge, Commissioners. Chris Barrera with the Precinct 4 Constable's Office. We have two items on the agenda. We have 14A, which is a Constable Precinct 4 Operation Stone Garden Grant. It's approval of a budget adjustment request of brag orders submitted to the Federal Emergency Management Agency Department of Homeland Security in relations to the FY FY 2022 Operation Stone Garden Grant. A2, approval to request an extension from the Office of the Governor's Office on e-grants. And 14.3, approval of an interdepartmental inline transfer. A4, authorization for county judge to e-sign extension request and all related documents under e-grants as authorized official.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries.
For 14B, request authorization to submit FY 23 Federal Equitable Sharing Agreement and Certification Report on behalf of the agency head, Anastasio G.R. Gaitan, Hidalgo County Constable Precinct 4, and governing body head, Richard F. Cortez, Hidalgo County Judge, with authority for county judge to sign required documents.
So moved. Second.
All in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries. Thank you very much. Human Resources, item 15. Erica.
Ms. Erica.
Good morning, Judge and Commissioners.
Ms.
Katia Garcia for the Department.
Can you hold just a minute?
Ms. Katia.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Judge, Commissioners, I do have what I believe to be a public participation form, but I believe Mr. Chavez may have addressed it during his open forum. He did list items, so for the record, I will call for Mr. Chavez. Mr. Lupe Chavez? Mr. Lupe Chavez? Mr. Chavez has left the Commissioner's Court, so.
It was specific to what, 15?
15A, 15B, 16A, 16B, and 24B1, but again.
Okay.
So, he's left. Thank you.
Okay. Continue, please.
Yes, good morning, Judge and Commissioners. Katia Garcia for the Department of Human Resources. Item 15A, we are requesting waiver of the following if applicable for personnel items listed. We need action on number 3, budget amendment policy, personnel related amendments.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries.
Item 15B for the DA's office, approval to award a discretionary step for the employees listed below in accordance with HR criteria certification as per section 8.03 of the classification and compensation plan, effective next full pay period, February 26, 2024. This is for a discretionary step 3 for the slots as listed, Assistant District Attorney 4, grade 19, and a discretionary step 4 for the slot listed, Assistant District Attorney 2, grade 15. We recommend approval.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item 15C for Precinct 4, Road and Bridge, approval of the following actions effective upon Commissioner's Court approval. This is for a title change for slot 0075, Coordinator 3, grade 13, to a Supervisor 3, grade 13, and a title change for slot 0009, Accounts Payable Specialist 1, grade 6, to an Administrative Assistant 2, grade 6. We recommend approval.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item 15D for the classification and compensation plan. Number 1, approval of the following change to the classified positions inventory list effective upon Commissioner's Court approval. This is for a regrade to the Chief of Operations position title from a grade 17 to a grade 18. And number 2, approval to revise the classified positions list in accordance with the action above. We recommend approval.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item 15E for Precinct 1, Road and Bridge, approval of the following action effective upon Commissioner's Court approval. This is to create slot 0184, Field Operations Inspector at a grade 9. We recommend approval.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you very much. Urban County, Nellie Flores.
Good morning, Judge and Commissioners. Nelly Flores presenting for Urban County. Item 16A, requesting approval to purchase paving materials from Frontera Materials for the City of Alamos 2022 Street Improvement Project in the amount of $262,438. UCP fiscal year 32 and 35 City of Alamos Street Improvement Funds will be utilized subject to compliance with House Bill 1295.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
16B, request an exception from competitive bidding requirements under the Texas Local Government Code 262.02484 for professional engineering services.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
2, presentation of the scoring grid for the purpose of ranking by Commissioners Court of at least 3 engineering service firms from the county's approved pool as graded and evaluated by the Urban County Program, Sullivan City, and Hidalgo County Purchasing Department in connection with and funded through Hidalgo County Urban County Program year 2023. Sullivan City Street Improvement Projects, the firms evaluated were Isaguirre Engineering Group at 90%, SAMS Inc. at 87%, International Consulting Engineers at 85%. Does the court wish to rank accordingly?
Yes, so move.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
3, authorization to negotiate a professional engineering service contract with the number 1 ranked firm of Isaguirre Engineering Group for the provisions of engineering services for Hidalgo County Urban County Program year 2023 Sullivan City Street Improvement Project.
So move.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
16C, request and approval of amendment to the 2022 Home Community Housing Development Organization Program Agreement between Hidalgo County Urban County Program and Proyecto Azteca Inc. The proposed amendment will increase the 2022 agreement by utilizing available fiscal year 2020 and fiscal year 2021 funds in the amount of $300,000.
So move.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
16D, requesting approval of amendment to the 2022 Home Community Housing Development Organization Program Agreement between Hidalgo County Urban County Program and Affordable Housing of South Texas. The proposed amendment will increase the 2022 agreement by utilizing available fiscal year funding 2021 and 2022 funds in the amount of $300,000.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
16E, I have 2 items in the agenda. If I may vote. Requesting approval of amendment of understanding by and Hidalgo County Drainage District Number 1, Hidalgo County Urban County, and the City of La Villa as it relates to the East Lateral Northern Weir Project, 2019 CDBG DR Infrastructure Competition. And 2, requesting approval of correction to agenda item number 93578 approved on December 12, 2023 to correct the project title and the memorandum of understanding between Hidalgo County Drainage District Number 1, Hidalgo County Urban County, and the City of La Villa for the 2018 CDBG DR Infrastructure Project. Project title should read East Lateral Southern Weir.
So move.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Item 17A, Health and Human Resources, Mr. Olivares.
Morning, Judge Commissioners. Eddie Olivares, Hidalgo County Health and Human Services. We have a couple of items today. 17A is discussion and approval of an interlocal cooperative agreement between the City of McAllen and Hidalgo County, Texas. The purpose of the agreement is for the City of McAllen and Hidalgo County to provide the South Texas All Hazards Conference for individuals who respond and provide services in the case of emergencies involving potential public calamities, primarily in mitigation, preparedness, response, and recovery, sir.
So move.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item B, sir, Biosafety Lab is requesting approval to ratify the application to NACHO, the National Association of City County Health Officials, wastewater surveillance grant, and approval for the county judge to sign the application and documents.
So move.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item D is for pursuant to Chapter 121 Local Public Health Reorganization Act, Section 121.006, requesting approval of the schedule of fees for Hidalgo County Health and Human Services Department to be effective February 21st, 2024. These are some fee adjustments we're making to maximize our electronic medical record system and to support our community, sir.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you, Mr. Olivares.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Item 18A, Community Service Agency, Mr. Longoria.
Good morning, Judge, Commissioners. Jaime Longoria with the Hidalgo County Community Service Agency. 18A is discussion, consideration, and possible action to accept a donation of $3,000 from Reliant Energy in support of the 2024 CARES program. This money is earmarked for CARES clients who may not qualify under the state guidelines, but we can provide assistance under this program for Reliant Energy.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item 18B is discussion, consideration, and possible action to recommend approval to accept amendment number 4 to the 2021 Low-Income Household Water Assistance Program, contract number 3421-000-3684, to include changes to the budget categories while the contract amount remains the same. Judge, Commissioners, this is some administrative and direct outreach dollars that were being reallocated into direct dollars to be able to assist more clients.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank
Thank you,
Mr.
Judge.
Laguna.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Item 19A, Elections Department, Hilda N. Salinas.
Hi, good morning. Good morning, Judge and Commissioners. Hilda Salinas, Elections Administrator, here to present to you today. Agenda item 94170, discussion on election updates. Early voting for the 2024 joint primary election has begun. All 30 early voting polling locations will be open from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m. today. And throughout early voting, which the last day is Friday, March 1st, they will be open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Of course, Sunday, February 25th, all polling locations will be open from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Election day is Tuesday, March 5th, and all 67 polling locations will be open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. We do ask voters to visit our website at www.hidalgocounty.us/elections to be up to date on election information. The website contains so much important information, such as find your nearest early voting polling location, your election day polling locations, voter registration information, ballot information, as well as important dates and deadlines. One important deadline that is coming up is the deadline to submit an application for ballot by mail. Now, you are eligible to vote by mail if you meet any of the following requirements: 65 years or older, if you're sick or disabled, expected to give birth within 3 weeks of election day. Also, if you're out of county on election day during the period for early voting by personal appearance. The application is available on our website. It is a fillable application, so we ask voters to make sure that everything is filled out correctly. Also to include your Texas driver's license, personal ID, or election identification certification number, as well as the last 4 digits of your social security number. So please make sure that everything is filled out correctly. Also make sure that you do sign and date it at the bottom. The application can be faxed at 956-393-2039 or emailed to elections@co.hidalgo.tx.us. Please know that if you do fax or email your application, the original hard copy of the application must be mailed and received at our office no later than the 4th business day. So of course they can mail it to P.O. Box 659, Edinburgh, Texas. Of course, the zip code is 78540. Residents, if you have any questions, please call our office at 956-318-2570 with any questions. This is our elections update, Judge and Commissioners. Do you have any questions? Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. Item 28, Commissioner Fuentes.
Thank you, Judge. Requesting approval to accept counteroffers to purchase a tract of land known as parcel number 52, associated with the Mile 6 West Road Improvement Project, with authority for the county judge to sign the administration evaluation and approval form. Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Item 21A, Commissioner Villarreal.
Approval of advanced funding agreement amendment number 1 between Hidalgo County and Texas Department of Transportation for Liberty Boulevard Phase 1 from Mile 3 to US 83, CSJ 0921020372, with authority for the county judge to sign the required documentation.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you, sir. Item 22A, Commissioner
22.
Solis.
Pardon me. 22A, authorization to submit a joint request with Hidalgo County Drainage District Number 1 for the fiscal year 2025 community project funding for the West Main Drain Expansion Project.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor say aye. Aye.
22B, approval to submit a resolution in support of a joint request by Hidalgo County and the Hidalgo County Drainage District Number 1 for the fiscal year 2025 community project funding for the West Main Drain Expansion Project.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries.
22C, discussion, review, and approval of the memorandum of agreement by and between Hidalgo County and the LRGV TPDES Stormwater Task Force to collaborate in the development of two project strategies detailed in the Region 15 Flood Report of the Texas Water Development Board Fund Program.
Motion to approve. Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you very much. Mr. Soto, item 23A.
Yes, good morning. Nago Soto, Director of Budget and Management. It's item 23A, discussion, consideration, and approval of the revised Magic Valley purchase of power agreement for the installation of streetlights for Aurora Valley Phase 1, Phase 2, Phase 3, and Phase 4 subdivisions located in Precinct 1 for 56 streetlights. Recommend approval.
So moved. Second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion carries.
Item 23B, 1, approval of 2020.
Mr. Soto,
Yes.
Judge Commissioners, we do have a public participation forum on agenda item 23B1 from Ms. Fern McClarity.
Yes, some people were wondering what is the lighting? It shows Precinct 3 Safety Project. Could someone explain what that is?
Yes, these are applications for streetlights in areas that currently don't have them, and with appropriation agreements, we help install these streetlights that are submitted by subdivisions that apply for this, and if once approved, we do install these streetlights.
So if I may summarize, this is the street lighting program, and this is a request from a subdivision by way of the residents. And so this is the appropriation portion of that request. And again, this is part of the program.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Go ahead.
We have a motion and a second, Judge.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item 23B2, approval and appropriation of funds from the Road and Bridge unassigned fund balance for Precinct 4 road maintenance in the amount of $39,802.42 to fund operating expenses. Recommend approval.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Well, we will skip C. There is intervention transfer. There is no item under that.
Mr.
We'll go down to 23.
Yes, 23G. Mr. Soto.
Yes, we'll go down.
There is a public participation forum for Ms. Fern McClarity on the ARAP. Ms. McClarity?
I'm sorry, could you explain, it's talking about a rescinding action you took on February 6th, and now they kind of wanted to know what happened and what's happening now.
Yes, in the February 6th item, when this was brought, the caption said that the refund was due to a non-compliance, but in reality, it was not non-compliance. It was unspent proceeds that just needed to be returned back to the grant.
So it's a correction on the reporting.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Soto. If you could please continue.
Yes, sir. Item 23G, I'll read number 1 and number 2. Approval to rescind action approved by Commissioners Court on February 6, 2024 for the Emergency Rental Assistance Program, and 2, approval of authorization to use general fund to pay the Treasury due to a final accounting related to the Emergency Rental Assistance Program. Recommend approval.
So moved. Second.
You have a motion and a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you, though. The highlight of every meeting.
Morning, Judge, Commissioners, Mr. Guerra, Ms. Ramirez for the record, Ignacio Mesco from the Purchasing Department. Agenda item 24A for Hidalgo County.
Mr.
One,
Mesco.
discussion consider.
Mr. Mesco, my apologies. Mr. Mescua, Judge, Commissioners, there is a public participation form
Oh,
from Ms. Fern McClarity on
Sorry.
24A1.
On which items?
24A1.
No mas total?
And we have 24C1 and
24G.
24G1 and 24G2 and 24G3.
G3. Some of these are just to explain something, because y'all say, I make the motion, I second it, and you move on. There's never any discussion to kind of tell the public, so that they call me and I ask you. On this one, we were trying to find out, is this the more repair to the new courthouse? I couldn't find anything that would tell me yay or nay.
The backup has a description with respect to, if you go to the backup.
I did?
It gives you a description of each one. RFA 1 is for the bent plate and parapet.
Right, I've got that, but is that for the new courthouse or
Yeah,
another
no,
building?
All of these are new courthouse.
Okay, that's what they
Oh,
wanted
okay,
to know.
they're all new courthouse.
Thank you.
Thank you. Go ahead, Mr. Mescua.
Yes, thank you. 24A, 1, discussion, consideration, and action to authorize Valdeguerra County Executive Officer to approve the following change order for Morganti, Texas, with authority for county executive officers to sign all required documentation, description, change order MTI 110, potential change order 211, 249, 254, 265, 277, 278, 279, and 280, total amount not to exceed $143,322. Recommend to approve.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion carries.
2, requesting approval of authorization number 1 with an estimated cost of $20,000 as submitted by Hub Associate to precinct number 4 on-call professional engineering service for buildings, renovation, and alteration for Hidalgo County District Attorney Annex Assessment with authority to issue a notice to proceed.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
3A, requesting authority to advertise with approval of the procurement packet for direct primary care services with authority to re-advertise if necessary.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
B, appointment designation of evaluation committee to review, score, and grade the proposal pursuant to the criteria set forth in the solicitation packet for direct primary care services. Will you please appoint the evaluation committee?
Chief Suarez.
Chief Garza.
Dr. Culbertson.
Isaac Sulemano.
And I guess I'll make a motion pending Commissioner Villarreal's appointment.
Yeah, he would appoint as chief of staff. So just put
Jorge.
his chief of staff, yeah.
So appoint or recommend Jorge Arcate for precinct 3. Make a motion to approve the appointments as designated.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
24B for Executive Office 1, requesting approval to award contract to lab services to the lowest responsible bidder, meeting all specifications and requirements for drug and alcohol testing for Hidalgo County employees, with authority for County Judge to sign all required documentation. Recommend to approve.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Mr. Amesco.
24.
Mr. Amesco, public participation form from Ms. Fern McClarity.
Mayor.
Ms. McClarity.
Again, this is talking about the emergency ambulance service you're rejecting. They wanted to know why you were rejecting something. And then they also had looked up in the backup, and it talks about, it looks like the county does a lot. It says the city only pays $10 per unit. So we're just kind of wondering, and I said, I didn't know. I would ask y'all to see if someone could explain why you passed it, now you're rejecting it.
Mayor, you're going to need to correct me if I get any of the details wrong, but I believe what happened was when we went out for bid, the ESD responded that they had better care at a better price with the existing carrier, and that they were not really wanting to change.
Okay, so they're not using the county one, they're using,
It's the existing carrier. We just got an extension of the contract that was already in place.
okay, that's what they wanted to know. All right, thank you.
Is that correct, Mayor? Thank you. Was it already read?
Yes.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor say aye. Motion carries.
24C, 2, a requesting a cessation from competitive bidding requirements on the Texas Local Government Code 262-024A for a personal or professional service.
So move.
Second.
All in favor say aye. Motion carries.
The presentation of scoring grids for the purpose of ranking by Hidalgo County Commissioners Court of Friends graded through the county's Polo pre-qualified professional geotechnical and construction material testing service to provide geotechnical and construction material testing service for the Hidalgo County Juvenile Mental Health Facility Project.
So, Kurt, just to clarify, the lowest score is the highest ranked?
That is correct,
Make a
Commissioner.
motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
C, requesting authority for Hidalgo County Purchasing Department to negotiate a professional geotechnical and construction material testing service agreement commencing with the number one ranked firm, LNG Consulting Engineers, to provide geotechnical and construction material testing service for the Hidalgo County Juvenile Mental Health Facility Project. Recommend to approve.
So move.
Second.
All in favor say aye. Motion carries.
3, requesting acceptance and approval of an interlocal cooperation agreement between the County of Hidalgo and the City of Huelaco for road improvement of Mile 10 North, Phase 3.
So move.
Second.
All in favor say aye. Motion carries.
B, in accordance with Section 791.014 of the Texas Government Code, requesting approval of a road improvement project to Mile 10 North, Phase 3. Recommend to approve.
So move.
Second.
All in favor say aye. Motion carries.
24D for Precinct 4-1, requesting approval of supplemental agreement number 2 between Hidalgo County and Javier Hinojosa Engineering for construction plan for drainage improvement of Mile 17 and 83rd Street stormwater project to extend termination date of the said agreement. Recommend to approve.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor say aye. Motion carries.
24E for IT Department, 1, requesting approval to purchase public Wi-Fi annual field maintenance services for Hidalgo County IT Department through Hidalgo County membership with DIR, our vendor inside public sector, for a total amount of $375,000. Recommend to approve.
So move.
Second.
All in favor say aye. Motion carries.
24F for Health and Human Service Department, 1, requesting acceptance and approval of Amendment number 7 to Nesmart Technology Master Agreement to increase the quantity in usage for the Inside SaaS name user service and the removal of the Scheduled Connect subscription with authority for the county just to sign or require documentation. Recommend to approve.
So move.
Second.
All in favor say aye. Motion carries.
2, requesting approval of Amendment number 3 for interlocal agreement between Hidalgo County and the University of Texas Rio Grande Valley for data sharing and collaborative research to include first of 5 additional one-year term will commence under the same terms and conditions, and subsequent annual term will renew automatically. Recommend to approve.
So move.
Second.
All in favor say aye. Motion carries.
3, a presentation or scoring grid for the purpose of ranking by Hidalgo County Commissioners Court of grade vendor submission with the recommendation by the evaluation committee members for the software services for indigent healthcare system. Do you wish to rank in order of the score?
Motion to approve.
Second. All in favor say aye. Motion carries.
Be requesting approval by Commissioners Court in order to proceed with negotiating with the number one round vendor, Network Sciences, to finalize an agreement for software service for indigent healthcare system. Recommend to approve.
So move.
Second.
All in favor say aye. Motion carries.
24G, 1, requesting approval to award over the contract to Rio United Builders through Hidalgo County's membership with TIPS for the roof and HVAC renovation for Huelaco Boot Camp Facility Project in total amount of $66,960, with the authority to issue notice to proceed upon receipt of the required payment bond.
Judge, Commissioners, we do have a public participation form on G1 and 2 from Ms. Fern McClary.
There's 24G2.
Oh,
Correct.
I'm sorry, G2. My apologies.
Make
Motion to approve.
G1, right?
No, yes.
Second.
Are we in G1?
Yes.
We have a motion and second to approve. All in favor say aye. Motion carries.
24G2,
Ms. McClary?
Yes. Well, this, we were wondering, I'm double checking where this is, the facility office warehouse. Again,
It's the new facility that was purchased for facilities management,
Just give
upgrading
the
where they
address.
were
We
at
gave her the
Industrial
address
Park.
last time.
well, that's the
What's the
same
address?
one like
Yes.
north to, that's what I told them.
Yes.
And then they were wondering about, because we're constantly, they keep saying, some of these keep coming up for new roofs and things. And I said, well, I don't know why it wasn't done during the time of the purchasing of it. But like I said, they just wanted to know which building it was.
Industrial Park. Go ahead, Mr. Mescua.
Yes, thank you. Two, requesting approval to award the order contract to Hercon through Hidalgo County membership with Bybor for the Facilities Office Warehouse Renovation Phase 2 additional scope of work project in the amount of $47,342.39 with authority to issue notice to proceed upon receipt of the required payment bond. Recommend to approve.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion carries.
And
Three, requesting approval to award your order contractor Hercon to Hidalgo County membership with Bybor for the Jackson Creek election roof repair project in the total amount of $53,187.55 with authority to issue notice to proceed upon receipt of the required payment bond. Recommend to approve.
that is
Again,
one and the same,
like I
yes.
said, this is,
It's
I
for the
told them I
elections.
thought it were where it was at, and this is the roof on it,
Yes,
right?
correct.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion carries.
24H for Election Department, one requesting approval to purchase 500 units of thermal ballot stock paper for voting machines from sole source vendor Hard Interact Civic in the total amount of $148,000. Recommend to approve.
So moved. Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
24I for Tax Office, 1A, requesting a section from competitive bidding requirements pursuant to Texas Local Government Code 262-024A7A, item for which competition is precluded because of the existence of patents, copyrights, secret process, or monopolies.
So moved. Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
The acceptance and approval of the sole source declaration for Cummins Allison for any and all patented software service to be utilized by Hidalgo County with said declaration to remain in effect while the declaration is in place or until revoked by Hidalgo County Commissioners Court.
So moved. Second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion carries.
C, requesting approval to enter into 1-year preventive maintenance inspection agreement between the Hidalgo County Tax Office and Cummins Allison with authority for county users to sign all required documents.
So moved. Second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion carries.
24J for Sheriff's Office, 1, requesting acceptance and approval of Member Number 1 for physician service for inmates between Hidalgo County and Ivan G. Melendez to include an additional 3-year term, a new revised scope of service, and to amend the monthly rate with authority for the county judge to sign all required documents.
So moved. Second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion carries.
2, requesting approval to purchase ammunition through Hidalgo County's membership with Bybor Purchasing Cooperative, award vendor Precision Delta Corporation in the total amount of $53,095.66 with authority for the county judge to sign all required documents.
So moved. Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
That's all I have. Thank you and have a good day.
Thank you.
We need to go to closed session, Brother?
Yes, sir, but I can take 25A 1 and 2, there's no action, and 25A 3, emergency situations occurring since last agenda meeting. Very quickly, Judge Commissioners, we did have a water pipe that burst out at La Mansión, Precinct 3. Last night, our facilities management crew assessed the situation last night, shut off the water, and we're out there extremely early this morning, addressed the situation, and it was repaired with no disruption to services to the constituents and or the polling site. Thank you. And we do have closed session, Judge.
Pursuant to Chapter 551 of the Texas Government Code, we'll be retiring to closed session to discuss items listed under Code Section 551.071, .072, .074, .087. I have a motion to do so.
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion carries. I have 2 minutes after noon.
We're good? We're back from executive session. It is 12:49. Valde, Josie?
Thank you, Commissioners. Under open session, real estate acquisition appropriation for same, there's no specific action to be taken. Pending under potential litigation, item B is no specific action to be taken. 28C, claim of Antonia Bautista. Commissioners, I'd like settlement authority to make an offer in the amount of $4,698.97.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
And claim of Irma Gaona. Commissioners, I'd like settlement authority to make an offer in the amount of $7,490.86.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Claim of Eric Baron. Commissioners, I'd like settlement authority to make an offer in the amount of $100.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Claim of Marisa Sepulveda. Commissioners, I'd like settlement authority to make an offer in the amount of $3,269.50.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
And item G, C-3345-22-H, Brian Bertos versus County of Hidalgo et al. As discussed in closed session, will proceed as directed.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Commissioners, for the record, 27A, there is no action to be taken. 27B, there is no action to be taken. Item 29, there is no action. And item 30, there is no action. We do have adjournment, but before we adjourn, our next Commissioners Court meeting will be March 5th, which is a Tuesday morning, 9:30, Drainage District, 10 a.m., Commissioners Court.
Election day, get out and vote.
Motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you, Commissioners.